RVBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, professional wrestling video blogs, sports video blogs, entertainment video blogs, history video blogs, MBTA video blogs, and a whole lot more. You want to check out a collection of archive of my work going back to June of 2014? Check it out on Facebook and YouTube and other social media sites. RVBN, Billerica, Massachusetts. Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Friday, December 30th, 2016, around 7:38 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. Sun went down. It's about 30 degrees out right now. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. Happy National Bacon Day. Lots of people love to eat bacon. They sometimes like to have turkey bacon or chicken bacon or bacon wraps or turkey wrap bacon and BLTs and bacon bites and several other bacon stuff. And also, the New York Islanders waived goaltender Halisa Hackov. He could be a good pickup for the Boston Bruins as backup goaltender. That's about it on the news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash. Have to clear my throat. I'm back. I just get some water. That did the trick. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the house show from Madison Square Garden for the WWE on April 23rd, 1984. Continuation of reviewing every Madison Square Garden house show card from December 1983 to 1992 when they stopped showing it on the MSG network. And the main event for this house show was a return match. Bob Backlund facing off against Greg the Hammer Valentine. Plus they had some other matches on this card. Hulk Hogan, the WWE champion, did not appear on this card because he was somewhere else. And calling the action was Gorilla Monsoon and Pat Patterson, and Cal Letman was doing pre-taped interviews, and it was shown on the MSG network and USA network. And here's the matches that happened on this house show. The first match was Tiger Chun-Li against the Tonga Kid, who eventually became Tom of the Islanders, and this was a good opening match card. The ending had Tiger Chun-Li deliver a chop to the top rope, and it landed on the Tonga Kid, and he smacked right on the top rope, the throat, and Tiger Chun-Li pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. Win by Tiger Chun-Li because he was basically becoming a jobber to the Stars after his tag team with Mr. Fuji fizzled. The next match was Rene Goulet, the Frenchman from Nice, France, facing off against Jose Luis Rivera. And this match was nothing special. Rene Goulet wins in about 7.5 minutes with the claw. Rare win by Rene Goulet. I'm very surprised that he won, because usually they would have Jose Luis Rivera win it because he was getting a minor push on television. The next match was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was Tito Santana who was substituting for... No, Tito Santana, the Intercontinental Championship, defending against J.J. Dillon, substituting for Alpha of the Wild Samoans. And this match was about an 8-minute match. Tito Santana beats J.J. Dillon with the flying forearm. And this was the only appearance by J.J. Dillon at Madison Square Garden. And this was the last appearance by any non-WWE wrestler at the Garden. True fact about that, because once in a while they would have wrestlers from other territories appear on Madison Square Garden from time to time. But it ended after this show. The next match was Sergeant Slaughter facing off against the Iron Sheik with the Ayatollah Classy, Freddie Blassie. And this was about an 8-minute match, a brawling match. Sergeant Slaughter gets mad and uses the Slaughter cannon on the Iron Sheik, then takes off his boot and beats up the Sheik. Referee sees enough, disqualifies Slaughter because the boot is a weapon, and they fight in the background, backstage, and then several referees and producers and agents break up this fight. The next match was Salvatore Bellomo facing off against Ron Shaw, which was supposed to be Salvatore Bellomo against the Masked Superstar, but the Superstar quit the WWE around this time period, so they had Ron Shaw replace him. And this was a back-and-forth match. Ending had Salvatore Bellomo give up crossbody to Ron Shaw for the 1, 2, 3. The next match was a 6-man tag team match. It was Polish Power, Ivan Putski, Tony Atlas, and Rocky Johnson, the WWE Tag Team Champions, facing off against Rowdy Piper, Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, and Dr. D. David Schultz. This was only about a 6-minute match. Ending had Ivan Putski go to deliver a suplex, but Piper knocks Putski out and pins it 1, 2, 3. The next match was a singles match. Was B. Brian Blair facing off against Samoa number 3 Shamula. And this was a back and forth match. Actually, the time limit expired at 20 minutes, but it was actually closer to 17 and a half minutes. And Samula was going crazy on B. Brian Blair. The referee was trying to break him up because it was a draw. But the referee rings the bell and he reverses the decision. How could you reverse a draw? And he gives the match to B. Brian Blair. The next match was for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. It was Peggy Lee and Wendy Richter facing off against Princess Victoria and Velvet McIntyre, who were the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And this was close to a 20-minute match. It was kind of exciting, but there was a lot of fans in Madison Square Garden were saying, boring, boring, boring. Ending had Peggy Lee miss a crossbody, and Velvet McIntyre pins her 1, 2, 3. And then the main event was Bob Backlund, the former WWE champion, with Arnold Skull in his corner, facing off against Greg the Hammer Valentine in a return match from last month. And he was with Captain Luau Bano, and the Hammer and Bob Backlund took down the Garden. This was a 26-minute match. It was awesome. The ending had Bob Backlund deliver a bridge to Greg the Hammer Valentine. Referees count 1, 2, 3. Bob Backlund wins, but afterwards the Hammer attacks Bob Backlund and puts him in the figure 4 leg lock. And the Hammer was trying to break his leg, but Arnold Skolin attacked Greg the Hammer Valentine. And that was it on that on that match, and it was the last match of the evening, and this Madison Square Garden house show was probably a D because they didn't have like Hulk Hogan or Andre the Giant on here, or Superfly Jimmy Snuka, so they just, had Bob Backlund and Greg the Hammer Valentine prevented this card from being a disaster at the Garden. And that's about it on that. The next house show that I will review for the WWE for Madison Square Garden will be in May 1984. That will be about a week and a half from now. And I'll be back tomorrow, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus for the final 3 video blogs of 2016. The first video blog will be about Dr. Phil Show. Second video blog will be about Slam Jam WrestleMania, the album review, and the third and final video blog on my takes on New Year's resolutions, what I think about them. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Molly Roseblood, WCC Roxanne has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart is so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 New York, such a rocking Cougars. She's got the best legs in New York City. Bob Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent, and Ren Claire of WHDH Channel 7 Boston rocks, and she's got the best legs in Boston. In the words of Dee Patel last week, no bus. Good night, everybody. And drink water.